Well, you're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
That was the most intense scene in the entire movie. Like, when you see the full scene, you'll know what I mean. What's going on, my YouTuber subscribers? Hope you guys are having a great solar eclipse Monday, because we got a brand new thriller movie that's coming out by A24 this Friday, and that is going to be Civil War. Did you think of Civil War like, oh, you mean Iron Man and Captain America Civil War just happening again? No, I mean Civil War with Kirsten Dunst and, yeah, explosions and death. Lots of shooting. It was A24 movie coming out this Friday. Got a chance to see an early screening of it thanks to AMC, and was the movie good? It's something. It's something. One of my most anticipated movies of the year. I'm like, oh man, Civil War is going to be crazy because, oh shit, like this dystopian future between, you know, this side of the United States, this side of the United States clashing and shit. It's going to be nuts. And it's like, it is that, but it's like that in the background. That's like the background of what's happening. It's really just about this group of journalists trying to snap the perfect picture of the president before he gets assassinated. Yeah, that's kind of the movie, more or less. Just following this ragtag group of people across dystopian America. Yeah, that's it. It's gonna pros and cons why I believe that Civil War. I will say, like, if you have an IMAX theater or a Dolby theater in your local town, I think it's worth seeing for the experience. For the experience. Here's why. Adding in the movie, Kirsten Dunst, like I said, she was really good in this movie. I'll be honest, I haven't seen her in another movie since the Spider-Man trilogy, so it was refreshing to see her. She was crushing it. If I had to compare her to anybody, she was like freaking Sarah Connor in this movie, the way she was like hard and shit. But her character in the movie she's seen some shit. So when Kirsten doesn't have to pull out that, like, oh yeah, I'm emotionally detached and shit, but you know, I kind of do care deep down, just, you know, in my core. They pull it out really well. Fred's characters in the movie, they're just kind of there just to back Kirsten Dunst up. What's one kid actor? She's a kid actor, right? I thought she was cool. Movie more or less. Okay, the plot's kind of like, again, the trailer says one thing, but when you watch the full movie, it's like a totally different thing. So more or less, like I said, you got Kirsten Dunst. She's pretty much, you know, a journalist, stuff like that. You know, really, you know, award-winning journalist. Want to get the perfect picture of the president before he gets assassinated, because there's this war, this conflict between the two halves of America, and they got to travel from New York City all the way down to Washington, D.C. But it's just like I said, just a whole bunch of crazy people out there that just want to shoot people just because you're not an American. That's pretty much like the whole movie. You're just kind of just, it's a character-driven movie that you're just following these characters on their journey to accomplish their goal. And that's like it. I'm sorry that doesn't sound as exciting as the trailer make it sound. Like I said, the trailer make it seem like it's like fucking like, it's like Die Hard meets Olympus Has Fallen. Just like, oh man, action, bullets, explosions, guns. But it's not like that at all. It's just like, just Kirsten Dunst and characters. And there are guns and explosions, just kind of like in the last half of the movie. I approach the movie more or less like I'll say. I saw this in IMAX, and holy God, the IMAX in this movie was insanely crazy, I'll say that. I'm saying see it for the experience, because like I said, the sound designs in the movie, when those bullets are flying, oh my God. The way that the production would do like the sound stuff like that, because it would just be like dead silence, and then like I said, someone would just be like, oh, are you an American or an American? Bam! It was just like those intense moments that just like, ooh, just like I said, the sound design just leans it up to that. So like I said, seeing an IMAX, you'll just be like, oh, just some shit. Let's have that A24 signature, like they'll have like landscape shots, stuff like that. That looks amazing as well too. So like I said, I will say visually, this movie is really good. It hits it on front. That's what we'll say. The acting in the movie and the characters in the movie are pretty gripping. You do care about the four people you're following through this movie. That's a good thing. Body starts dropping and we started losing people. I was like, oh man, I can't believe we lost that character. Fuck, I can't believe it hitting me here. I have to kind of deviate into the flaws in the movie. I will say this. It's not like the super action-packed movie you thought it was going to be from the trailer, so kind of don't go in the movie thinking that. Like I said, there is action, but in the action, it's like kind of like in the third half of the movie, the last quarter of the movie, where it's like, yeah, siege on the White House, siege on Washington, bullets, machine guns, bunch of death. But I will say this, not a spoiler, but the ending of the movie, it's one of those endings kind of just like, oh, the ending happened, and then the movie just cuts to credits. It was just like, oh, I guess it's over. Well, I guess I could still make my 9:45 bus. Today's Civil War was a pretty entertaining thriller movie. I will say that the action, the cinematography in the movie was definitely top notch. I will say definitely one of the best IMAX experiences you will get this year. And to think it's only April, so it only can get better from here or worse. You know, Kirsten Dunst killed in the movie. She was great. The action movie was pretty decent when they did happen. I will say there probably is a message in this movie somewhere, politics and shit. It's in there, but I'll let another YouTuber figure that out. But for me, I'm gonna say this: if you have an IMAX theater or the Dolby theater, I'll say that Civil War definitely a very strong 8 out of 10, which is for seeing at full admission. Civil War, especially in theaters this Friday. You're gonna see it, you're not gonna see it. Type below, let me know, talk about it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and see you guys in the next video. And as always, subscribe. Until next time.